Or this TV show.
All right. Welcome back to Do You Remember This Movie?
Or this TV show.
Yes, I got my drumsticks ready. We're going to have a rockin' time tonight. And no, we're not talking about the movie Whiplash. Like, this is your time to leave if you don't want to stick around. But hey, Trent. Hey, Cam.
If you don't want to drum stick around.
If you don't want to drum stick around, but Cam, which movies do we got tonight?
Now it's time for the synopsis with Cam.
The first film, Command Performance. It's the year 1991. The newly created Russian Federation is under attack from within. The hero that they need? Well, it's a Swedish guy pretending to be an American member of a biker gang pretending to be a drummer who's actually some sort of assassin or something.
It's great.
Well, let's find out who is in this movie.
Over under on how many times I spin the stick tonight. 10 or more. 10?
It's a cool trick.
It's a cool trick. It's a cool trick. Tonight, as Cam said, Command Performance, starring everyone's favorite actor and drummer, who he actually is a drummer, I found out. Dolph Lundgren plays the character named Joe. And I was noticing that he was very accurate with his hits during the movie, and I'm like, I wonder if he's a real drummer. So I looked it up, and sure enough, he is. But he's not known for being a drummer. What he's known for is Masters of the Universe.
Callback.
Yeah, callback. So you can always go and watch that episode after this one. Next up, we have the character who played Venus. Her name is Melissa Molinaro. If I said that name wrong, I don't care. But she also was in a movie called Jersey Shore Shark Attack.
What character did she play?
Nookie. Her name was Nookie. I wonder if that had anything like a play off of Snooki. Was it?
The Jersey Shore people. I imagine that was a Sci-Fi Channel movie, right?
I would imagine.
They're just suing the Sci-Fi Channel.
Let's take Sharknado and Jersey Shore and put them together and get Jersey Shore Shark Attack. Next up, you have the he was like one of the bad guys in this movie, but Dave Legano, he played Oleg in this movie. Those are tough for little old Wav here, but he's mostly known for being in the movie Snatch.
Ah.
And that is our cast. We could go more into it, but I don't think anyone would know anybody else in this movie. And if you knew those three folks, well, congratulations.
Yeah, you're in for
definitely would know Dolph. Everybody knows Dolph.
What I liked, I was hoping you were going to bring it up, is the fake Russian president, Alexei Petrov. It's just like a hilarious name. And I'm like, where do I know that name from? It's like the bad guy Russian in Jack Ryan. The Jim from The Office TV show. I don't know why I watched that. But I was like, oh, they just really scraping the barrel for Russian guy names.
What a movie. And I can't wait to see the clips that Trent has in store for us.
A lot of clips because it'll also just be gunfire for the whole episode. So not a lot of clips, but a lot of drumming, a lot of gunfire.
And about to break one.
Yeah, so we get to see the drum. It starts off with him. His band is gonna be the opening band for this young starlet.
They just signed with your label.
Who's the drummer?
I have no idea why she's so intrigued by this. Like he's like, 3 times her age.
Well,
it's Dolph.
No.
That's what drummers do. Like,
yeah.
We're like a vortex.
Joe something.
Just And then this is her...
the royalty-free music they have them play does not match their aesthetic.
No.
I thought that was pretty funny.
And then this is the girl that was so impressed with the drumming from Miami, Dolph Lundgren. So he makes a comment about how her music is just throwaway pop music, and dead on. Look at that. Her song said nothing.
Yeah,
it's making me sick. It's making me sick. That's what the lyrics were.
I didn't even pay attention to the lyrics. Funny enough, I thought this was like, a golden era Dolph movie. Like it's set in 91 and the cover looks like it's set in the 90s. And then it was just like, I fired it up and it's this digital, like shot on digital crap. I'm like, what is this? Like what? Why in 2009 was this movie made?
Well, this was 2009.
They had the idea for it in 1987.
Yeah.
But and this plot probably would have worked better.
And then they also had the idea, then in 1989 they're like, hey, maybe we could do this, and they're like, dude, we just filmed Die Hard. We can't come out with
this is like Die Hard.
It's gonna like
yeah,
it's very like Die Hard. And if you had seen this movie before Die Hard, would you like this more than Die Hard?
No. Here's where like the shooting begins, right? I just want to show that when this guy gets shot, it's like I can't put my finger on it. It's not tomato soup. I can't think of it.
He's one man and wounded. Be patient. Wait for the prize.
What is that? You know what I'm saying? It's not the right color for blood. It's like, but it's too bright to be ketchup. It's I don't know. It reminds me of something like strawberry jam, maybe.
SpaghettiOs, but put through a blender.
Just like I do.
Yeah.
All right. So just again, I'm just showing what this movie is about. It's basically a concert and then a bunch of shooting. That's the whole movie. So
yeah, it's like that Eagles of Death Metal concert in Paris. And, yeah.
So this guy, you're gonna tell me that he doesn't realize that those are explosives? like they're duct taped. They're beeping. They're duct taped to a door. I don't know why you just stand there and watch this, but I guess he's gonna pay the ultimate price.
What is that?
And this is Dolph just trying to be like the ultimate what do you want to call it? Like action hero, right? So I thought I would interject something that reminds me of you.
I gotta stop this shit.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
Going back to the explosion scene, that was actually a worse explosion effect than we'll see in our next movie.
Yes. They bought it from like
it's just the stock on iMovie.
Or I was thinking like explosiveeffects.com, where if you're gonna do 3 movies, you can get a special deal. This movie is like, if you're an action kind of fan, this movie has it all. If you're a music fan, it has a little bit, right?
Dude, it doesn't get any cooler than that, though.
Yeah. At first, I was like, there's an error in this scene. There's no way the stagehand would have left the whole sound system on. And I'm like, well, I guess if they were getting shot up, they probably would just run away from the board.
You didn't mute the channels!
But wouldn't it have been feeding back the whole time?
Well, he plugged it in. You know?
Oh, true.
Yeah. And then Corey's notes say it said include the where you get stabbed with the Les Paul. That was a fake.
I wasn't even a real. Yeah, sorry. Les Paul body shape.
Forget about that.
So Corey, explain this scene.
Gonna have to stop running away.
Let's see here. So this is. See what I can make out from it. This is when. So first off, he's been offered 2 guns at this point. All right, and he's declined them, and it confused me. Like, well, why do you keep declining? What are you gonna? Declining the guns, are you gonna like attack people with like your drumsticks? Like I thought maybe he was gonna start like attacking people with drumsticks and stabbing them since he already stabbed somebody with a guitar.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping he was gonna start using like
Other instruments.
Yeah, like throwing cymbals and cutting off people's heads and stuff like that.
I mean, because nothing's more badass than clarinetting a guy.
Dude, seriously, or a flute.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kept thinking that he's gonna,
Wait, guys. Trombone.
But yeah, but then all of a sudden he's like, yeah, no, these guitars aren't gonna work. I need a whole duffel bag or a dolphel bag.
He should go into that business.
And then he just has this like ginormous bag of guns and explosives and whatnot. And I just thought it was funny that it took him this long. Like, okay, this is serious. I need weapons.
Yeah, it's like he has like a Batman type of oath that he's not going to use, guns, and then, but yeah, halfway through the movie, he's like, oh, I'll use a lot of guns, but I'm not going to use more than a lot.
Yeah, if you just give me one, no, I need a whole bag full of them.
Yeah,
a totally lame reference, but I thought it was like when you get pissed off in your Fallout pacifist run and you just like, you know what, I got all this stuff, I'm gonna use it.
And yeah, he does, and he does a pretty good job at it. Now this is the knife. Pulls a drum key out, like what the
One of the little ones with the clippy on it.
A couple moon gels. Like, what are you gonna do?
Oh, it's stuck.
What other random snare?
Well,
wire?
Actually, those cheesy gloves that old guys wear, those kind of look like sniper gloves.
Hey.
Yeah.
and then and then just to prove that he's a real drummer, like in that duffel bag is also like that the topper you put on your car when you deliver Domino's. Oh yeah, Corey. So Corey made a good point with this. I'll describe. So,
Please do.
So he's got blood. That guy he just killed. He has his blood all over his chest here. And then look what this young lady decides to.
Venus.
Yeah.
So this is the old Joe. Yeah. Scary, huh?
Joe.
It almost seems like she puts her head there and then she's like, wait, nope, I shouldn't have done that.
So she spoiler alert, she dies from hepatitis and a rare form of pink eye.
Like,
You know her?
They killed my brother.
I was trying to see if this still showed on his chest there, but I don't think they didn't have a good shot. But yeah, that
It'd be
like
funny.
literally
A face. She has a face print.
yeah, it's
Some
just
fake lashes got stuck on there.
that'd be good.
I missed something there. Did she say they killed my brother? I thought that was her agent.
And her brother.
Well, that's a little bit more heartbreaking.
Yeah, he's living a double life.
I think that she is, she's not a great actress, and she has I think she doesn't do a great job of portraying that she just lost anyone, and she also doesn't portray that she's very scared.
They did 2 takes, and one she said they killed my agent. They were like, it's not believable, and then they
should have said agent brother or brother agent.
It's my brother agent.
Which one is he? Well, he's my brother, but he's also my agent. But sometimes he's my agent. And then when I need to talk to my brother about my agent, I talk to him.
You just vent.
You said she wasn't that good of an actress. Well, clearly you haven't seen Jersey Shore Shark.
I don't know. And well, I mean, Dolph Lundgren's not a great actor either. So it was and then that guy that they're with, he's not great either.
No, there's not a whole lot of great acting in this movie.
Both movies, there's a lot of just like acting is just
acting was optional for these movies.
Yeah.
I think this is the last scene I put for this.
A lot of these people in this movie like looked recognizable, but I've never seen them or heard of them in my life. But they all look like other actors.
Yeah, they're the Russian doppelgangers of people we know.
Yes.
So this is our grand finale scene, the end boss, right?
Well, I think they filmed the same scene from Hands of Steel's last scene.
Or it kind of reminds me of the other one, the one where they're at the mall.
Chopping Mall?
No, the other one.
The Danny Trejo one.
Yeah. With
the machete.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember the name.
What the heck was that called again? Maybe that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Trent can just put it on the screen right now and then put dunce hats on us all.
Yeah. So now we have the explosives on the girl.
Point blank. That was the movie.
And then they drink that water.
She puts her face in the blood.
No uncles.
I didn't understand the steam coming out. I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
He had a really spicy curry for lunch.
It was just, I was gonna say it's just one of the fog machines from the stage. He sat on the remote.
I didn't understand it. They still have it going. I don't
There's
get
somebody going to the bathroom there. You saw the stream, didn't you?
Yeah.
So that was our.
That was Command P right there. Oh, do we have a zinger for the next one? If you thought that was good, wait for this next movie.
Then buckle up and
grab a hamburger.
Grab a doner kebab
and a piece of cake and a donut and anything that makes you PHAT.
And once again, it's time for the synopsis with Cam.
Our second film, Corey, and it is a film.
If you want to call it that,
is Fat Beep. A deranged American millionaire uses his influence as the leader of an international media company to destroy England from the inside. He methodically demolishes their fashion, music, and fine art industries, and they eventually become the laughing stock of the world. England just makes it so easy for us to win. Scoreboard!
Oh my gosh. Nicely said. And I like that you bleeped out the bad word, the title. I don't think it's a bad word in America, though.
Yeah, I think we can say it.
Yeah, no, I think we can also say the C word all we want too, right? We get a pass for this one.
Wait. Oh, good word doing it.
Because it's a British movie, so it's fine.
Oh yes.
So let's find out who is in this wonderful film. Here we go.
and foremostly, Fiona Allen in this movie. Yes, the one, the only Fiona Allen. Nope.
No, and yeah, we can all agree she was the hot one, right?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't Sophie Thomas. So Fiona Allen played Sandra in this movie, mostly known for either she was in an episode or a couple episodes of the original British or English Shameless TV show. So not the one here in the States. I like saying that, here in the States, but over there across the pond.
You apparently like saying that too.
Yeah. Sophie Thompson, who played Tracy, mostly known for her 1996 film Miss Bates. Not familiar.
It's about Kathy Bates.
Maybe I didn't dig too far into it. Maybe I'll watch it after.
It's about Norman Bates.
Or could be Norman Bates. Anyways, we do have actually somebody we know in this movie from the States here. Jerry O'Connell. He played our lead character, Sean. He's the big, rich, pretty boy in this movie who's basically destroying his company from the inside out. But I didn't even look at his IMDb. I just picked what I know him from. And I remember him from a 90s show called Sliders, which is an awesome show. Trent, you know that show, right? Yeah, dude, fun show. Was there anything else you remember Jerry O'Connell from, top of your head?
Stand By Me.
Oh, okay. Was he one of the kids?
Yeah.
No, Jerry O'Connell's in.
He was the dead guy they find.
He was the dead guy. Let's see. Yeah. He was in Scream 2. I forgot. Yeah, he was the boyfriend in Scream 2. Can't forget that.
He gets around.
And what am I saying? He sings in that movie. I have one more because I kept trying to figure out, how do I know this guy? The entire movie, I'm like, I recognize him. I know him. His name's Anthony Head. He played Victor in this movie. But to me, I mostly know him from being the character Rupert and then also the 90s show Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, wow. He kind of had one of those faces, but that makes sense.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out until right before we started our show tonight, and I looked it up, and I was like, that's how I know him. So, and I got another one. I decided to pick the writer of the movie. William Osborne also wrote a movie called Twins.
Oh,
Really?
Danny DeVito and
Arnold
Arnold.
Schwarzenegger.
And Arnold, which was really influenced from this movie, or that was influenced to this movie, or vice versa. I don't really know, but anyways.
Well, yeah, really, he just proves himself to be a top shelf.
Top shelf. Here's a tagline with Corey. Their clothes may be tight, but their morals are loose.
Yeah, and like what you see on the screen here, filthy toilet humor, but we love it. You didn't mention Jerry Halliwell, which is that's 20% of the Spice Girls right there. So
I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
So I would say probably ranks right below Jerry O'Connell as far as star power in this movie.
Jerry O'Connell.
No other stars. No others.
Naomi Campbell's in this too, and yeah.
Naomi Campbell's not in this.
I think she is.
Let me see some scenes. I never know.
You know what, Wav? Another one that got me was the French guy with the choker. He plays the flamboyant gay guy in the Producers.
Okay.
I was like, wow, there actually are a lot of like bit actors in this that had some good roles.
This came out in 2004.
04, yeah.
Yeah, what a time. Of course, we can't forget there is one other person in this movie, but maybe we'll talk about him in just a little bit as we get through some of the scenes. And if we end up at the gym, maybe we'll end up talking to him or talking about him, I should say.
All right, I Here we go. So here's one more that Corey left out. Is I just here's I just thought I'd include the sequel preview here. It's coming.
The sequel preview.
Will there be anything else?
Oh, yes, my dear man. More beans.
This summer, America's favorite obese family is back.
I totally, when you said that in the text thread, I'm like, I don't even remember what that is. You did. Oh my god, that is so spot on.
Yeah, that is this movie.
It's this movie.
So
we could have just watched that fake trailer.
Yeah, so that was a fake trailer from the movie Tropic Thunder, which is exactly this real movie from Cam's suggestion box. All right.
I'm sorry.
Cam suggested this one, huh?
Yeah, this was me.
I keep a score.
Have you seen this before?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I never would have put you guys through this.
I don't believe you for a second.
Oh, what are we gonna do now, Trey? Oh, Sam. Welding was the only thing
Oh,
he was good at.
They open up with a classic filmmaking error. They forgot to flip the negative, and so it looks like she's driving on the wrong side of the car. What a clown!
I thought the same thing. And,
also, I gotta clear the air with the audience. I texted that this scene. It would be funny to say that she's driving on the wrong side of the car, and then both the other guys were like, "Cam, that's how they drive in England."
My response was classic, though. I wrote,
"Did you think they were Canadian?"
Because of their accents.
I laughed pretty hard.
Because of their accents. These people have South Canadian accents, right?
Southern Canada.
So this scene kind of opens up the movie that these two ladies, there's no redeeming anything with these people, and you have to watch them. And this movie's only like 82 minutes long.
It's very short.
Thank
God.
But it feels like 3 years long. Like it just because these people have no redeeming qualities. They're too, these women are wearing suits to make themselves appear larger. That's what the makeup department decided, and then
that's actually the joke of the movie.
Yeah, and then they're really just they're completely I don't know, they like just watch what they do. They just have no awareness.
No job, no hope. Oh, there's an outlet for us in Fulchester. We should go for that job we've always wanted. Now's the time. Oh, get real, Sam. Working at Little Chef is just a crazy dream. There's waiting list and an exam.
Why is she shifting at all?
Yeah, the joke. Yeah, the joke doesn't land in this one. I get that it's funny that she has to look to shift, but it's like they're going the same speed.
Yeah.
The entire time.
Hey, for Christ's sake! Cheer up, will ya? At least Baz and Dave are taking us out. Yeah, and it's a really nice place.
Too bad she didn't hit those kids, though. Then that's comedy. That's British comedy.
That would have been, yeah. I do. They mentioned their boyfriends right there. I would have rather just watched the boyfriend's journey.
I did not include any clips of the boyfriends. I'm sorry. Bummer. So what happens is they get invited on a show, right? So they get in the bus. I don't know why they can't just take their car, but they get in the bus and they just start being themselves, right? And so this is where if you didn't know what kind of movie you were getting into, by this point, this is where you learn.
Hey, this is Living Trey. Oh, too right, son. Hey, go.
Where did all that trash go?
Hey! You're disgusting! Here, I need to splash my boots. I've been keeping my legs together for half an hour. Oh, well, that's a bleeding record. Oh, my friend needs to go lab.
Sorry, love, it's a non-stop service today.
Oh, well, you better get your wages on, Bo, because she's got a bladder like a freaking paddling pool.
Look, you just have to hang on, all right?
Oh, Trey, hurry up! Oh, that's just the warning shot.
Trey,
You've got about
you
5
added
seconds
that
till
in.
she follows through.
I don't know if he did or not.
I just thought, like, up until that point, and to be fair, that's only like what, 8 minutes into the movie. Up until that point, I was like, okay, this is just gonna be not funny. And then that scene happened. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be not funny.
It's gonna be not.
I can't believe Rob Schneider's not in this movie.
Yeah. He could have been the French fashion designer guy.
I mean, like this is just. I don't know who this audience is, and I feel like I get British humor, and this can't be it. So anyway, so they go to the store to pick out outfits for their show because they think they're gonna be superstars. Little do they know. Naomi Campbell.
Oh.
I don't think we have anything here for you.
Would I'd like to try this on.
We only go up to a size 8. So you see, this isn't the store for you.
So I do like that they're playing on the movie Pretty Woman here. I thought
Will there be anything else?
I thought that was
will
clever.
Will you be returning here with a fabulously wealthy, handsome American businessman with his platinum credit card?
Yeah, I might. But in case it's your day off, you can have this piece of advice for free, you stuck-up shitty cow!
Dude,
I liked in that scene that she kept walking to the left and right just to make it seem like there was something happening in the scene.
Yeah, it's dizzying.
Yeah, it really is. Like, because they keep panning back and forth from her point of view, and it's like, why did anyone make this decision?
Yeah, Naomi has to get her steps in.
Yeah.
And is that Jet, the band Jet?
Yeah.
Is that theirs?
Yeah.
How much money did they get paid to be in this?
If they got it from like the replays through streaming, then they've got 3 credits from us watching it.
Like they just got those, like they're on their tour bus going, guys.
What I noticed is they didn't want the lyrics to start until after the scene was over, so they just copy and pasted the intro again.
Yeah,
it was like super duper jarring to me. I was like, no, that's when the lyrics start. I almost texted you guys that, and then I'm like, is this like a discount Jet song?
That they play that in the trailer of this movie.
So they get on this show. This is how ridiculous this movie just gets to be right in the first third of it.
When was the last time the North saw a salad?
Oh, that's better.
No, wait, turn it back. Turn it back.
So Jerry O'Connell got hit with a flower pot. And so now he's in love with everything he sees, right? This just happened moments ago. And so now he sees this on TV, and so he's now in love with these women.
Right.
Now you two are fat. And
I got up to refill my water, and I missed the part where he got hit in the head.
So did I. Full disclosure.
I'm not kidding.
So
And
did
so the
I.
whole movie, I was like, why did they call him? Because they call him like a rich twat or something when he's introduced. I'm like, this guy's kind of cool. I don't know.
You're from the North, I believe.
We're not fat, we're just big boned.
That's right, we're lovely.
And by the way, I'm not playing with the volume here. That's this movie. This movie has
there were a lot of really shaky.
The dialogue is here. Everything else is like here and above. It's tough.
Sweep, come on, sweep! I want to be able to see my face in this.
All right, so Cam, explain this scene for us.
Well, one, we get opening shot of the Millennium Dome, which is the largest building in the UK. it's like a expo center. I think they hosted an Olympic. I think that was where the Olympic opening ceremony was. And then we just panned to this crappy little set that's like not even trying to make it look like there's more to the building. And then this guy is just doing the John Cleese French Knight from Holy Grail. Like, and he never stops the whole movie.
Somebody can prove me wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure that the seating in here is the same seating from the talk show scene from the.
Oh, nice.
Yo! What are you doing there, standing like a big mad cow? Go and find something useful to do, you big roast beef! Fedor. Baby! Hey, are you going to be excited? Giselle, Kate, where are you? Open the curtain, please. Open the curtain.
Mr. Constantine, there's two ladies here, and
yes, I know. It's Giselle and Kate now. Go away. Okay. Alors, maintenant.
At this point, you know there's only an hour left of this.
Fedor, I would like you to meet the very lovely Tracy and Sandra. Girls, this is the world-famous Fedor Ulrich Cosimo Constantine.
All right. How'd you do?
At that point, I was like, that's a dumb joke.
I don't understand.
And then, do you keep it going where they shove
Fedor,
the joke
I want
down
you
your
to feature
throat?
these lovely ladies in your show as the centerpiece. You're speechless, aren't you? I know, they're incredible.
Are you mad?
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah, just his initials are F-U-C-K.
Oh,
wow,
yeah.
what a funny joke. And then they're like, just in case you didn't get it, he says it later.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the name of his production company. And you're like,
Yeah, the house of.
come on, just
the
like,
house of, yeah.
Yeah.
I did agree on that. I thought that was probably the best joke of the movie, though.
Well, and then here is.
I don't know. I think the Afghanistan scene is.
I did not include the Afghanistan scene.
Probably for. Yeah, that's probably wise.
But I'll say that I'm not picking on Corey tonight. I'm really not. But
you say that like every episode.
I know.
But go on.
But the biggest star of the entire movie is right here. By the way, these are. Did anybody try to call these phone numbers?
No. I quit looking at phone numbers after I embarrassed myself on the last podcast.
I cut that out for you.
Oh, that never happened. Cut that out too.
All right, so here's the biggest star of the movie. I'm just glad we get to talk about this guy tonight. That's all I'm saying.
Hey!
There he is, Mr. America.
I like how he looks older in this than in the other movie, which is 5 years later.
So allegedly, he got paid £25,000 for 1 day of filming. But when asked about his involvement in the film many years later while being interviewed on a British TV, Dolph said that he had absolutely no memory of filming the scene in this movie.
Because he got knocked out.
Yeah, do you think that's what's his?
It's concussive traits.
Yeah, it was his method acting.
Yeah, okay.
Hi.
Nice.
I'm Randy.
AKA Dolph Lundgren.
Really? Randy, the earth moved.
Yeah, I felt the next door.
I did laugh at this.
Hey, ladies.
So hard to write, but that part made me actually laugh.
Okay, ladies.
I'm not gonna lie, I laughed a few times in this
Good.
scene.
Get down to business.
This is the best part of the movie.
This is a speak your weight machine. You step on it like so.
209 pounds and 1/2 ounces.
Now you jump on.
So you reckon you can make us as fit and gorgeous as you then?
Shouldn't think so. I retire in 15 years. Ladies, let's pound those pounds. Give it your best shot.
You were only supposed to hit the hand pads thingies. Yeah, Sonny.
For anyone else
I don't think
who might watch this movie, just watch this scene, and you're good.
He's breathing.
He smiled before that. Did you see that?
He did?
Yeah,
I did notice that.
Here, let's see if I can get it to be dead on.
I don't think he's breathing.
Yeah.
He moved his mouth. 'Cause he's like, I don't want it. I like how they add in the smoke post.
Yeah, well, and also he has lipstick all over him. Like, I don't get.
Yeah.
Like, we saw what happened. How did this happen?
Thanks, girls. That's it for today.
And ladies and gentlemen, Dolph Lundgren.
He got an Oscar.
Okay, Cam, did you want? Is this what you wanted me to put in here?
The runway scene?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Oh, well, I'll just turn it down while it plays here. So they basically, these two ladies become like international superstars. They're on a fashion show. Then they get to release a song. They become just like big celebrities.
Well, and everybody wants to be fat.
Yeah, and they all want the
like
bad
them.
hair. And
Yeah.
Like and the who's like the assistant who is progressively getting larger throughout.
Paige?
Jerry Howell.
Oh, that is okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Paige, and then
I don't know.
Culture
some
Library.
Names, that's Ginger.
Yes.
Right? Okay, if you would have just said Ginger.
Most people like to refer to her as Talented Spice.
Because she's the most talented one, like you said earlier. Okay, I didn't realize that was her, and if I would have known that, and if I would have picked up on what you had said at the beginning of this podcast, I would have commented. But yeah, Ginger Spice,
Talented Spice.
Also known for her role as a performer in Bridget Jones' Diary.
As a performer, like that's
yes, it's a performer. That's the credit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always available, Sean, but Sandra can't make it. She shags the.
This is a
man
Dumb
on
and Dumber
Tuesday.
bit.
All right, well, I will see you at 6.
I'll say that when we were texting this morning, and Cam said, "Put in the scene where they kill Sam
Elliott."
Sam Elliott. I was like, I knew exactly what scene he was talking about. I knew exactly. It's right here.
Okay, bye. Beth, where are you?
That was the only time in this movie where that got a genuine laugh from me. I was just like, what? He gets hit with a dead dog, farts, falls into a wheelbarrow, and then explodes.
So, so the driver can't keep focus, and he almost hits these nuns. And I'm gonna try to pause it right on the right spot here. I couldn't get it, but the one nun is smiling. It's a man, and he's smiling. Like they couldn't. I can't. Here, let me try to get that. Let me try to get that. Right there, that guy is smiling.
It's just a PA.
Yeah. Anyway, so they're having relations in the back of the car, and he hits this lamppost, and so she bites down, and now he has to be rushed to the hospital.
Well, I love that they couldn't do a cartoon eye.
Oh, so
they just kind of like
Done that before.
like kind of like enlarged this portion of his face.
Yeah, it looked like a bad Snapchat filter.
Yeah.
Also, at this point, I was like, of course they did that scene. The funniest part of that scene is the sound effects.
Yeah.
They just had someone like mixing a bowl of mac and cheese.
And then
I was like, this is
and crunch into like a granola bar.
Yeah. Also, I feel like I'm surprised that doesn't happen more often.
That'd
be a great headline.
I want to show this scene too. Like, you know, I showed the guy dressed as a nun smiling at the horrificness, but this scene is weird too. So now he's leaving the hospital. This isn't him. This is the ambassador that they end up almost murdering. You know.
Okay, let's see what we have.
But watch Jerry O'Connell. He keeps looking at the camera.
I'm fine. Hands off. Come on. Right, his heart's restarted. He's gonna live. Let's get him.
He looks at the camera all the way until he gets in the car. Weird.
Huh. Yeah.
That is weird.
And then, so this is the ambassador that the ladies got into a fist fight, and then this guy, you know, gets hurt, and they say that he's gonna live, and then they drop him. I thought that was the funny scene in my opinion.
Side. Bollocks.
That guy literally had like a single line in the movie.
Yeah.
He's like, "We are going to build," and then he gets smashed.
So here's the ladies doing their best Tom Cruise impression. Okay.
Yeah.
But again, this movie, I cut out the real the all of it's stupid, but
this scene is insane.
Oh, so they give they spiked the coffee.
Yeah, another Dumb and Dumber bit.
I can't even watch the clip. Like, I watched it once. I was like, I don't even want to watch it.
The CGI rat. I was laughing pretty hard at that.
Yeah.
Not because it was a funny bit, but just like they used a real rat earlier, and then they just have it CGI all of a sudden.
A real bad CGI. So here's my last clip of the movie. Again, this reminded me of something else. I feel like a lot of this has been pretty worn territory. So they have the laptop. They're trying to get what they can out of it.
Good one. I like that.
Yeah.
I bring that up actually kind of frequently when it's like, it's in the computer, and I'm like, the files are in the computer.
They're in the computer. So the ladies go to prison, but then they get out.
They go to prison in the Tower of London.
Yeah,
which is not a prison.
So as soon as we started this evening, I was like, you know what? Both of these movies were a little too highbrow for me. I couldn't, I'm just a simple man.
Yeah. What did you say in your text? Like when I'm like, hey, which movies are we doing again? Because I couldn't remember what the second one was, and you had told me, and you said both really hard watches,
rough watches,
and you don't say that too often. Yeah. It's not good. It's a tough watch. But yeah.
Also, Corey tried to save us, but
I wasn't gonna bring it up. I had a couple ideas, and I just decided, this is what we're doing. The connection tonight, if you haven't figured out,
is digital explosion effects.
Digital explosion effects. No, it's Dolph. It's Mr. Dolph. We could do a lot more Dolph.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of
a
Dolph.
hit maker.
This wasn't even a Dolph movie. This was a scene that he doesn't even remember doing.
Dolph Lundgren, the Eagles of filmmaking. Does that get it, guys? Because the Eagles are really good. And everyone loves the Eagles. No.
Oh, the band.
The band.
Goddamn Eagles! Yeah. Trent, what do you have to say about this movie? We're just gonna go. Final thoughts. And I want to hear what you.
These are my least favorite movies that we've
of all time
that we've watched.
Okay.
I don't know, that swimming pool one, man.
I just saw a trailer for that. Get this streaming service today, and you can watch Night Swim. I'm like, nah. You're not selling it.
Yeah, this was and it's funny. I think I'm somebody who really likes bad movies, but there has to be something. Like so I'm not your best resource today for these ones.
Well, what do you give Fat Slags?
A 1. If it's based on something funnier and it was just a poor adaptation, then maybe. But I'm not familiar with the original concept, so I just thought it was
doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I thought he was going to say if it's based in Britain, it's a 1.
There was nothing redeemable about these people, and it was like slapstick without any content. I don't know.
So I thought it was like, this has to be like the Wayne's World of Britain, right? To have this have been a movie, and then I looked it up and it's like based on a comic strip. Like,
people didn't like this movie.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah. So you wouldn't recommend it to anybody?
I'd probably,
or would you recommend it because you're just? I mean, I had to watch it. You got to watch it.
If I could go back in time 2 weeks ago, I would have recommended it to 2 guys and then not watched it myself.
And like, guys, I don't got clips for it this time. I'm thinking we should try something new and not do clips. Yeah.
I want you guys to put on some suits and act it out.
Yeah, I don't want the synopsis with Cam. I just want him to describe it in its entirety, scene by scene.
I don't disagree with you. I also give it a 1. This was an awful movie. I've been having more fun reading the fun facts about the movie and some of the the trivia and some of the reviews. But did you know after this movie, I'll share some with you. After this movie, Jerry and what's the Spice Girl's name? Ginger became romantically involved after working together on this film.
They'd be Jerry and Jerry?
It'd be Jerry and Jerry.
Oh, I don't think I could do it. Right? Like, you know how you can't date a girl that has the same name as your sister? I mean, how can you date somebody with the same name as yourself?
But
there was a couple in my high school that had the exact same name, and they ended up getting married.
Wait, first and last name?
Yep.
Like Alex Smith and Alex.
It was pretty much that. I'm not gonna out their name, but yeah, it was pretty much like the most generic name.
But Ginger dumped Jerry Jerry dumped Jerry because he was too immature. I mean, they both signed on
for in this movie. Yeah,
like you start dating somebody, and then you break up with them because they're immature. But look where you met. Look what movie you were filming when you met. Talk about immaturity. Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4.
Whoa!
Yeah.
We both got thrown back to that.
I'm just gonna say, just from the sheer entertainment value,
I understand the sheer guilt of recommending it.
It is hard to watch for like editing reasons, the way it's shot, the way it's written, all the terrible sound dubs that Trent mentioned earlier. But I don't think that I will ever forget watching this movie. Like, it's up there in terms of like brainworm, and I know it's only been a few hours.
But when you see Jerry O'Connell on Celebrity Rehab or something, you're gonna remember this.
Be like, yeah, he hit his head. He wasn't an addict before. I would totally recommend this to a very specific slice of my friend group because I think they would also think it's hilarious that it. You know what? Another thing we got to mention. Thank God the version we found was AI upscaled. You guys notice that?
No.
No, yeah,
Oh,
it was
I had
like
no idea.
completely pointless. There's just like some frame smoothing, and then a few of the effects were like not quite as trash. You know, actually, the when the factory blows up at the beginning, that was the one that I was referencing. That was a better explosion effect than the C4 in Command Performance.
Well, and the heat when we didn't show the scene, but
in Afghanistan.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was all like, that was messing with me. Yeah,
yeah. The AI upscale was definitely worth it.
So 112. Cam, do you want us to?
114.
Oh, 114. Sorry. Yeah. What am I thinking? You didn't give it. You give it a 4. I was testing you. Go ahead, Cam. Give us your review or your score on Command P. Its performance for anyone.
I'm gonna say 3. It was just like it felt like, you know, when you here I'm gonna show my age a little bit. When you're homesick from school and you're scrolling through the channels and you're like, screw it, sci-fi network, I'll just watch whatever's on that. That's what it felt like, but there was no sci-fi. The guitar murder scene was awesome though. That, like totally awesome. Like if that had been put into any other movie, even if it didn't fit,
yeah,
I would have made that easily a 9 out of 10.
I had never seen that happen before, so that was first, and I was
very cool.
There's a lot of things in the last movie I didn't see before either, but I've never seen anybody get stabbed with a fake Les Paul.
So basically this is my home protection. These are,
yeah, right there.
From my cold dead hands, will you take these from me? These are how we protect this house.
Do you have anything else you want to say about that? Okay.
No.
Would you buy it? Would you recommend it?
I mean, I don't know if you can buy it.
But if you could?
No.
Unless it came in like a Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, like a Dolph super cut. I wouldn't want to see the whole movie just
with his commentary over it the entire time. I'll go next. I give it a 4. So originally I gave it a 5, and I'm like, this is really cool because I really like the drumming thing. But I'm like, that 5's not what I should give it. So I gave it a 4. I mentioned this earlier, but I think when I was younger, if I would have seen this like before Die Hard or any other like the 90s terrorist takeover movies, I would have thought this movie was really, really cool. So I give it a 4, and I'm kind of biased with the drummer thing. I wouldn't buy it though. I'd recommend it to people though. Hey, dude, have you watched Command P? They'll be like, what's that? I'm like, Command Performance.
If you need me to explain what P is,
you
can't afford it, honey.
Yeah. So I give it a 4, and I'm so scared to hear what Trent gives it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be Debbie Downer. I'm gonna give it a 2.
Oh, okay.
I know you are more into this
Shooting.
type of movie than I
the
am.
Explosions.
I'm not.
They're all the same.
Yeah, they're just like mindless. Like just like I don't. The fights and the guitar thing was cool. That's what got it at 1 point away from 1, right? But there's just. It wasn't interesting to me. It just wasn't, and I felt like when it started, I'm like, I gotta be watching this. I have to understand. And like after that scene in the beginning that I showed where she's interested in the drummer, then you get to meet these people that are from Russia and they have subtitles, and I'm like reading it, going, I have to make sure I remember all that. None of that makes.
None of it mattered.
None of it. So really, you could fast forward a good 21 minutes of the movie, and then start the movie, and you never missed anything as long as you saw the cover of the movie, seeing that he's a drummer, right?
There was one part where I didn't say clip it because I wasn't sure, but at one point he only has one tom, and I was noticing this, and then later like they show the stage in the background, and there was 2 toms on the drum set, and I just started thinking, well, maybe it's the opener. I'm like, wait, they are the opener. I'm like, is that? I don't know if it is or not. I don't know if anyone else noticed that or not. Well, okay, well that's it, guys. Let's get out of here. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, and thanks everybody for hanging out with us.
What about my record?
Oh, yeah,
well,
record time.
Yeah,
I added.
my fault. We got to get a little clip for that.
I added "Cave World" by Viagra Boys. For Dolph. Do you know why, Corey?
I don't. Or no, I don't.
Because they're from Stockholm, Sweden.
Oh.
And they're a very, very good band. And everyone should listen to Viagra Boys. I know it's a funny name, but they are so good. And I met their frontman earlier this year.
Was he on Viagra on there?
No, not with this cute little face.
That was fun. Let's get out of here. We'll have 2 better movies next week. I swear we'll have 2 better movies. But maybe not. Who cares, right? Thanks again for hanging out with us on another episode of Do You Remember This?
Or this TV show.
Beth, say bye. Beth, where are you?